When this young man was signed to Major League Baseball, he used his first paycheck to turn his parents' lives around. But before we start, please give the video a like and make sure to subscribe to Wonderbot and hit the bell so you'll never miss any uploads from us. There are few better feelings for an aspiring sports person than finally turning professional. And Brady Singer, signed by the Kansas City Royals in the 2018 Major League Baseball draft, can certainly attest to that. However, the pitcher surprised everyone when he handed over an envelope to his parents on Christmas Day later that year. Singer was born in August 1996, grew up in Leesburg, Florida, alongside his parents, Brett and Jacqueline. The family then moved to nearby Eustis, where Singer enrolled at Eustis High School, and the aspiring pitcher subsequently joined the school's baseball team and excelled under the guidance of coach David Lee. So, having impressed during his high school displays, Singer then enrolled at the University of Florida in 2016, and the right-hander was subsequently selected for the Florida Gators, making over 20 appearances in his freshman year. What's more, in that time, he made quite an impression. Indeed, Singer's debut appearance against Florida Gulf Coast was one to remember, as he pitched 3 incredible innings. And after the youngster notched a trio of strikeouts, the Gators went on to win the game. His impressive performances didn't stop there, though, and he started to rack up some particularly notable statistics. Over the course of his freshman year, Singer pitched over 40 innings for the Gators, and during that time, he earned close to 40 strikeouts from the mound, while conceding just 26 runs from 43 hits. What's more, the right-hander prevented any home runs from being scored against him. But if Singer was good as a freshman, his sophomore year was even more impressive. You see, the youngster pitched over 120 innings that season, earning close to 130 strikeouts in the process, the latter record being the 6th highest total in the University of Florida's history at the time. Yet the accolades didn't end there, and during his final season with the Gators in 2018, Singer secured his name in the university's history books by becoming one of their most decorated players ever. Indeed, he won a number of awards for his performances, including the National Pitcher of the Year, and several outlets named him the National Player of the Year. Furthermore, on top of those awards, Singer won the Southeastern Conference Pitcher of the Year and the annual Dick Howser Trophy, awarded to the best college baseball player of the year. Prior to Singer's success, the University of Florida had boasted only one previous winner of the trophy, Mike Zunino, in 2012. And as for his overall statistics, Singer continued to make history at the university. Across his 3 seasons with the Gators, the right-hander pitched over 280 innings, the 10th highest total on record at the college. He also earned 281 strikeouts during that period, which was the 7th best in the University of Florida's history at the time. Then, following that fantastic spell with the Florida Gators, Singer's life changed forever in the summer of 2018. You see, during that year's Major League Baseball draft, he was taken as the 18th overall pick by the Kansas City Royals. And once the youngster had signed on the dotted line, he was unveiled to the media in early July. So, who exactly are Singer's new team? Well, having been founded in 1968, the Royals made their bow in Major League Baseball the following year. And after finishing second in the Western Division in 1971, the franchise moved into a new stadium 2 years later. Up until that point, the team had been playing at the Municipal Stadium, which was eventually knocked down in 1976. And during that same year in which the Royals' old home was demolished, the team picked up their first Western Division title after winning 90 games that season. However, the franchise would go on to lose the American League Championship Series, ALCS, going down 3-2 against the New York Yankees. But undeterred, the Royals went on to win the Western Division title again in both 1977 and 1978. And the victory in 1978 was particularly impressive too, as the team won over 100 games, the most in the franchise's history at that time. However, more ALCS heartbreak awaited the Kansas organization. Indeed, following their loss to the Yankees in 1976, the Royals had an immediate shot at redemption 1 year later. Once again, though, the team lost, and they slipped to defeat again in 1978. And after those 3 consecutive defeats, the fans had to wait another 2 years before their team appeared in the World Series. The Royals clinched their 4th division championship in 1980 before going on to make their World Series debut. To get there, they finally beat the Yankees, with the winning home run coming at Yankee Stadium. The Royals still couldn't take that extra step though, and the Philadelphia Phillies took home the championship. But after tasting disappointment again, the Royals secured their first World Series win in 1985, beating rivals St. Louis by 4-3. Incredibly though, Kansas fans would have to wait another 3 decades before their team took home a second World Series title. Yes, after years in the wilderness, Kansas finally made another World Series some 29 years later in 2014. On that occasion though, the Royals lost to the San Francisco Giants across 7 games. But the team fought on, reaching the World Series again the following year. And after just 5 games against the New York Mets, the Royals secured the 2015 title. In 2018 though, the Royals began making some major changes, and they looked to open up a pathway for their young players. With this in mind then, the signing of Singer in that year's draft wouldn't have come as much of a surprise given his burgeoning reputation in the game. And when Singer was unveiled to the media in July of 2018, the Royals scouting director, Lonnie Goldberg, explained why they wanted the youngster. The pedigree, the track record, he told MLB.com. Obviously you're looking at a pitcher who's performed on one of the highest stages. Goldberg continued, Singer was the player of the year, SEC pitcher of the year, and college World Series champion, he said. You don't get to do all those things if you don't do things really well. Brady's always been able to fill up the strike zone. He's able to throw both breaking pitches behind in the count. Goldberg then added, Singer does all the little things, holds runners, fields his position, and Singer was similarly confident about his own abilities too. Certainly the man of the hour was unfazed when the press asked him for a scouting report about himself. Untroubled by the question, the assured pitcher echoed the words of the franchise's scout. I feel like I fill up the strike zone, Singer reported to MLB.com, but I think the main thing is I'm going to go out there and compete. I think that you've got to match the competitiveness in the box. I obviously sink the ball, that's my main goal, to keep the ball on the ground. My main goal is just to try to get you out. Meanwhile, Singer was also asked about one particular moment during his time with the Florida Gators. You see, the right-hander was pitching in a 2017 game when play was brought to a stop by the weather, and as officials rolled the tarp out, Singer reacted furiously, knowing full well that he probably wouldn't take the field again before the end of the day. Speaking to Jeffrey Flanagan of MLB.com in 2018, Singer said of the Gators incident, "That's just something that, did I mean for it to happen? No. Did it happen? Yeah, it did. That's my emotion. That's my competitiveness. I don't think I'm ever going to go away from that." It was clear then that Singer is a fearsome competitor who just wants to play baseball. And on that note, MLB.com posed the young pitcher a question about his competitive edge, curious as to where it originated. "The woman in the front row," Singer replied, directing attention to his mom. "She's extremely competitive and it comes right to me." Following Singer's comment, MLB.com asked his mother, Jacqueline, for a response. And perhaps unsurprisingly, the proud parent agreed with her son's assessment. "I guess I just don't like to quit," she said. "So he gets that from me." What's more, that competitive streak has helped carry her son all the way to the majors. And as a result of Singer's move to the Royals, the pitcher also earned a significant signing bonus. Indeed, the franchise paid Singer over $4 million, changing his life forever. And the Florida native quickly put some of that money to good use, as he joined his parents on Christmas Day 2018. Armed with his camera phone, the young pitcher handed parents Brett and Jacqueline an envelope containing a heartfelt letter. "Dear Mom and Dad, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done to help me reach my dreams," Jacqueline says as she reads the note in a video that Singer uploaded to his Twitter page. "There's absolutely no way I could have done all of this by myself. Both of you constantly took time off work and spent every dime you made just to put a smile on my face." And while her voice continues to crack with emotion, Jacqueline still manages to press ahead. "My smile and appreciation for you has never stopped, and it never will," she reads. "I will always remember traveling around Florida for baseball and trying to cheaply eat to save money. And I never could because you all wanted me to have the best stuff so that I could pursue my dream," Jacqueline says as she continues reading from the note. "The money you all spent on traveling gear, food, and all those Gatorades I drank is much more than I could ever give you." But having largely kept her emotions in check up until this point, Jacqueline then comes to a stop before reading the next passage of her son's letter. The proud parent is seemingly shocked by the content of the note. She looks at Brett and appears to place her hand on top of his as she tries to regain her composure. "But there is something I want to give you," Jacqueline reads. "I'm paying off the loan to the bank. Also, I paid off all your debt. Now, instead of trying to save money every weekend to replace the savings account you drained while traveling to see me play baseball, You can spend it on yourselves because you deserve the very best. Now, in floods of tears alongside her husband, Jacqueline concludes Singer's letter. I want you to both know how much I appreciate you and how none of this would be possible without you. She reads, your giving hearts helped shape my tiny dream into a reality. I love you both more than you ever could imagine and will never forget what you've done. Jacqueline finishes. Now let's go celebrate and Merry Christmas. Love always, Brady. And a short time after the event had unfolded in real life, Singer posted his video of the moment alongside a heartfelt tweet on his Twitter account. Today is very special to my heart, Singer wrote on Twitter, to give back to the two people who've given up everything to support my brother and me. I can't thank them enough. Love you, Mom and Dad. And unsurprisingly, the right-hander's tweet really struck a chord with the online community. Yes, Singer's video quickly went viral, earning over 11 million views on Twitter within just 6 weeks. And during that time, his warm tweet received over 370,000 likes from online users, as well as close to 70,000 retweets. In addition, the post generated 4,000 comments. You guys did an awesome job raising a very grateful son, wrote Twitter user Mickey McKay Rogers. You should be so very proud and pat yourselves on the back. God bless you all. It was a sentiment shared by many other people too, and the well wishes flowed in from elsewhere. For example, another social media user, Jamie O'Rourke, reiterated the sentiment and also shared a profound message. When you're a parent, it's not about the money, O'Rourke wrote on Twitter. It's about the love and unsolicited appreciation a child gives freely. Thanks for sharing and being a terrific example for us all. And O'Rourke wasn't the only user to express that opinion either. They raised you right, and you responded in the most unselfish way by giving back. Twitter user Jane McCarr wrote in response to the heartwarming video, parents will sacrifice everything for their children and put their lives on hold so you can shine. God bless. As for Singer's baseball career, things progressed quite nicely after he signed for the Royals. Following his unveiling to the media in July 2018, he was sent to play for the Arizona League Royals the very next day. And after a spell of improving in the minor leagues, Singer was no doubt aiming to play an important part in the Royals' spring training schedule and beyond. At the end, we want to know your opinion about the story in the comments box below.